permanent tissue. So this is the second part or second kind of tissues in the plant. So permanent tissue. So these tissues are responsible for the change of the shape and size so that to get a specialized in performing other functions in a plant body. And this process is called as the differentiation. So usually cells of meristematic tissues are differentiated to form different types of permanent tissues. So here the meristematic tissue is the reason for the existence of the permanent tissue. So this permanent tissue is further classified into simple tissue and complex tissue. So first we'll see what is this simple tissue. So this type of tissue is composed of same type of cells. So the name itself indicates simple tissue, which means not much complicated, just same kind of cells or same type of cells. Whereas in the complex tissue, it is formed with the different types of cells. Okay. So now we'll just see what is the functions in simple tissues. In simple tissues, it is further categorized into 4 types. In that, the first one is parenchyma. So parenchyma, simple tissue. So these tissues, what do they do? So these tissues are living tissues. These tissues are living tissues. And the shape, okay, if you observe in the diagram, okay, so in the next thing you will be observing in the diagram. In the diagram, you would have observed that it is in oval shape and elongated as well as loosely packed with large intercellular space between the cells. Usually, this parenchyma cells have nucleus as well as large vacuoles. And the structure has 2 kinds of wall. One is a thick wall, that is secondary wall, and another is a thin wall, that is a primary wall. And these tissues are found throughout the plants. Okay. Now we'll just see what is the function. So what are the functions of this parenchyma tissues? So they support the plant body. So they support the plant body as well as they help to store food and nutrients in the vacuoles, and also sometimes contain chlorophyll and perform photosynthesis. Sometimes they involve in the photosynthesis process, and such parenchyma tissues are called as chlorenchyma. Okay. So which is involved in the photosynthesis, and this also helps in the photosynthesis, and such type of tissues are called as chlorenchyma. And then in aquatic plants, the plants which grow under the water, or for example lotus. So lotus, it grows in water. So these are called aquatic plants. Okay, that's an example. Okay, so the cells of these aquatic plants have parenchyma in large air cavities which allow plants to flood. And such parenchyma tissues, okay, such parenchyma tissues are called aerenchyma. Okay, such parenchyma tissues are called aerenchyma. So the below image shows you the structure of the parenchyma simple tissues. So next we'll move on to the next simple tissue, that is collenchyma. So these collenchyma tissues are also a living tissue, and they also have the similar structure of the parenchyma tissues, but these are tightly packed. Okay, So they are oval and elongated cells, but here they are tightly packed so that no intercellular spaces is present. They are tightly packed. And the cells of collenchyma, the cells of collenchyma have small nucleus and large vacuoles. Small nucleus and large vacuoles, and also have thin and thick cell wall, thin and thick cell walls and corners. So this collenchyma tissues are present below the epidermis in leaves and stem. They are present below the epidermis in leaves and stem. Okay, so in the later stages you will be studying what is the epidermis. Now we'll just see what are the functions of this collenchyma tissue. So this collenchyma tissue, they also provide a mechanical support to the plant. So previously in the parenchyma also we have studied the same thing. They also provide the mechanical support, and these tissues provide flexibility to plants so that they can bend without breaking. So whenever there is a heavy wind, usually you could see the trees will shake. That flexibility is because of the presence of this collenchyma tissues. Okay. And next we'll see the next tissue, that is sclerenchyma simple tissue. So this sclerenchyma simple tissue. So this tissue are nothing but the dead tissues. So what is this dead tissues? In the trees and all, the outer part is nothing but the sclerenchyma. So the outer part is covered with the dead tissues. These tissues are narrow and elongated. And the cell wall of sclerenchyma is thick and hard. They are very thick and hard. And lignin is a kind of chemical substance which makes the cell wall much harder. So lignin is a chemical substance which hardens the cell wall, and these types of tissues are found around vascular bundles, veins of leaves, in hard covering of seeds and nuts. So you would have seen the peanuts. So the peanuts, you could see inside will be having that nuts, and outer part will be much harder. That outer part is covered with this sclerenchyma tissues. Even for example, you could take the coconut husk. Even that is also a sclerenchyma tissue. Now we'll just see what are the functions of this sclerenchyma tissues. They make parts of plants harder and stiff. So they make that the object should not move. Okay. So plant body or the parts of a plant much harder and stiff, as well as they provide strength. They provide strength for the plant or the trees. So next is the nothing but the protective tissue, or we can call it as a epidermis tissue. So this epidermis simple tissue covers the entire plant body. Just like humans have skin, right? So just like that, even the plants and tree also have the skin. That skin part is nothing but epidermis. So epidermis tissue covers the entire plant body, and these cells in epidermis are similar in structure to structure of parenchyma. That is, they are loosely packed. But in some regions they are tightly packed. In some regions they are tightly packed. Now they protect plant from injury, germs and water loss. They protect the plant from the injury, germs and water loss. They have generally one layer of cell. They have generally one layer of cell. Now coming back to the stomata. So what is this stomata? You will be studying in the upcoming classes. So stomata are small openings and epidermic layer of leaf and soft part of stem. They are soft part of stem which allows the air or the gaseous thing to come in and out. They act as a path for the gaseous or air to get in and out of in a plant. So stomata is composed of two guard cells which regulate the opening and closing of stomata. It is composed of two guard cell which is responsible for the opening and closing of stomata. And this stomata is present in epidermis and as we discussed, allows gaseous exchange or transpiration in plants. So this regulates, the stomata is responsible for the exchange of gaseous particles in plants. And next is in desert plants. In desert plants, this epidermis and cutin. So cutin is nothing but a waterproof waxy substance secreted by epidermis. So this cutin, epidermis are thicker so that water loss is further reduced. So this epidermis, as it is thicker, the water particles will be, the flow of water particles will be reduced, whereas the thin epidermis are what? Which leads to a greater loss of water. So it depends, in plants to plants the epidermis vary. In some plants the epidermis will be thicker and in some plants the epidermis will be thinner. And the last is the cork simple tissue. Cork simple tissue. So these types of tissue consist of dead cells with no intercellular space. So no intercellular space, and these cells are nothing but dead cells. They form the outer layer of old tree trunks. Okay. So in the kind of olden trees like banyan trees and all, okay, in the banyan trees like that, you could see the outer part almost you can just take it out. Okay. So the skin part you can just take it out. That skin part are formed by this cork simple tissues, the trunks. Okay. These cells in cork contain subnin, a kind of chemical substance. Okay. Subnin, a chemical substance. Okay. And due to this, cork can't be penetrated by gases. Okay. Due to this cork simple tissue, they can't penetrate by gases and water, and this cork tissue protects plants from injuries, germs and water loss. That is why these two, that is epidermis and cork simple tissues, are called as a protective tissues. They protect the plant or tree from what? From the injuries, germs and water loss. And cork is light, so it is used commercially for making several products like bottle stoppers and shuttlecock. So even in the badminton which you play, shuttlecock, so that part is made up of this cork simple tissue. So in the next video we will be studying about the complex tissues. Thank you.